I've recently been learning so much through training I'm doing with a somatic practitioner named Irene Lyon. Somatics means having to do with the body. And this type of work explores where we carry our stress in our body, where we carry old and new traumas, and then how to work with the body to release these heavy energies that we've stored and to do it in a safe and manageable way. So Irene focuses a lot on healthy nervous systems, and I'm learning just how foundational this is for me personally. All the intention setting around befriending myself, having compassionate relationships with others, reframing of distorted thoughts, all the physical health and wellness goals that I have, and full access to my creativity, healthy anger, and even joy. All of these things are noble in their own right, but they're sitting precariously right on top of the foundation that is my nervous system. And I've been learning how to build my capacity for sitting with these heavy things. But I've also learned that over the years, I've seen my nervous system as being relatively unhealthy. And I only say that because I have not remembered a time when I didn't say, oh, I've got a nervous stomach. That's just the way it is. Oh, I have a sensitive startle response. Or my nerves are just jangling like keys on a key ring. That's been my experience for most of my life and thought it was just my temperament. But I'm starting to find out that there are ways to have a more robust nervous system, and I'm really enjoying learning about this. The one practice I've learned from Irene is called orienting. And orienting is a way to connect with the body and the immediate environment to see what's going on right now. We naturally do this anyway. If there was a loud noise right outside my window, I would orient in that direction. I would look over there to see what was going on. So it's something we automatically do. This practice is just a way to orient what's happening in the immediate environment right here in our bodies and how we're grounded and in our breath. So I'm adding this to my list of what I'm calling soothing maneuvers because I found this practice very beneficial for settling my nervous system and then helping me to do those other noble things that I listed before, like learning how to befriend myself, relate compassionately with others, connect with the reasons behind why I have certain health and wellness goals. And it's begun the process of creating a safe space for my other big emotions. So if you'd like to try this with me, I invite you just to get comfortable. And however that is, sitting, standing, whatever it is for you, just find a comfortable position. And then slowly scan your environment. So if you're inside a room, like I'm in my office now, with your head and neck and eyes all turning at the same time, scan and look around your space. And maybe for you, it's outside. If it's in a room like your office, you may have scanned this hundreds and hundreds of times before. But do it slowly now. Notice things maybe you haven't noticed before. Maybe a small detail in a painting that's in your room, or some new growth in a plant that's near you. And as you're scanning your environment, you may choose to rest your gaze on something that is pleasant for you, something maybe that you haven't seen before, or something that is restful for you to look at. And while you're either slowly scanning or allowing your gaze to rest on something, then notice where your body is grounded. So if you're standing, it might be the soles of your feet on the floor. If you're sitting, your sitting bones in your chair. If you're on your couch, maybe the back of the couch supporting your back. And if sitting on your couch and your feet are up on your coffee table, maybe it's your heels being supported by the coffee table. Just notice, either slowly scanning or resting your gaze, and then notice where you're grounded and acknowledge that support. And then the last step is just to notice your breath. Now, as soon as I say that, you might have wanted to change your breath, deepen it, to make it more noticeable. Instead, can you just remember what it was like when you were just scanning and grounding? What was your breath like? It was just doing its job. So just notice it without trying to change it, manage it. I've always said, for those of you who are carrying, high levels of trauma or stress right now, focusing on your breath might not work for you. So see if you can just do it for a very, very short amount of time to start to build your capacity to sit with the breath in the immediate moment. So that's basically it. A very, very simple practice. Scanning your environment, noticing where you're grounded, and then just noticing your breath, even if it's just for a moment. I recently posted a blog about how I've added this to my morning routine, and I do this outside in the morning, and I'm walking around my gardens, and I try and scan the environment, see where I'm grounded, and then notice my breath. So you can check that out on my blog, on my website if you'd like. So I encourage you to try this to build your capacity for dealing with big energies when they come up in your day. And if you want to get more resources like this, you can go to my website and sign up for my monthly newsletter. And I also have videos there, a blog, lots of things to check out. And all of that information is in my bio. So thank you, stay well, and stay in touch.